Good morning. So I'm going to be going through and showing you all how to work Noteflight, which you are using for your composition project. This should just be a review because we went over this in class, but the first thing you're going to do is click sign up for free. You're going to go to noteflight.com and click sign up for free. And you're going to click sign up with Google. And once you do that, you are going to use your LCPS ID to access this. Okay, I've already signed up, so I'm not going to go through the process, but you can follow the on-screen prompts to do so. Now I'm going to sign in and show you guys what Noteflight is. So here in the middle, you're going to have a different screen since you have not done any compositions yet, but this is your home screen. What you're going to want to do is go up to Create. And you're going to have this little screen pop up. You're going to click OK. And then you have all of this stuff showing up. So you might have some of this, some of it, none of it, and I'll show you how to tweak that. So the first thing I like to do is get rid of this piano because it's kind of bulky for me. So I go over here to Keyboard, and I'm going to deselect it. Now I have a bunch of different stuff up here, as you guys see. You might not have that. All the way here over on the left, you have three little lines. This is your toolbar. If you click a check mark next to an item, it'll show up on your screen. If you deselect it, it gets rid of it. The ones I definitely recommend having selected are score, duration, and measure. You might want to add dynamics and articulation, but it can get a little complicated once you add a ton of stuff. Those are the ones that you're going to be using the most. So I would definitely utilize those. So score, duration, measure, dynamics, and articulation. But you can even go through and see there's just so much stuff in here. So let's explore a little bit. So the first thing we're going to want to do is change our parts. So this is a piano part as of right now. You want to change it to your instrument. So if you go to score, you click the parts button, it's going to pull up and show you that there's piano. You're going to click add part. Pick your instrument. I'm going to pick that I'm a flute today. Once that flute shows up, I can delete my piano part. The next thing you're going to want to do is set up your key signature. You're going to want to be in the key of concert B flat. So think about what that key signature is for your instrument. If I was a clarinet, I would have 0 flats. If I was a trumpet, I'd have 0 flats. If I was a flute or low brass or oboist, I would have 2 flats, B and E. And then lastly, if I am a saxophonist, I would have 0 flats or sharps. And if I was, sorry, saxophones, you would have 1 sharp. And if I was a French hornist, I would have 1 flat. So I go over here to change key signature. See, it looks like a key signature. You can also access it from over here, underscore, but I like, measure, but I like to use these little toolbars. So I'm going to change my key signature. Key of concert B flat major. Now, once I do that, you can see my key signature changed right here. Now, let's just say that I was a clarinet. I'll add a clarinet part. You do not have to do this. This is just for an example. So you're going to see that even though I'm in the key of concert B flat, my key signature is showing that I have 2 flats. We don't want that to happen. If you have that happening, you're going to go up here to the tuning fork. And when you click that, it says show in concert pitch. We're going to deselect that. So once I deselect that, it shows the correct key for my instrument. So if I select it, it gives me a bunch of flats. If I deselect it, it shows the correct key. So that is what you want to do. Okay? So from there, you can click on a measure and you can go up to duration and start playing around. You have whole rest, half rest, quarter, eighth, 16th, 32nd, and 64th. I would not recommend using 16th, 32nd, or 64th because we have not talked about those yet. Let's just start with the first note. Let's start on a B flat for flute oboes, low brass, a C for trumpets, an F for French horn, and a G for altos. I don't know why I did that. So once I do that, I get a note, and then I can go over here and do that again, and I can change the duration of the note. I can click on the staff where I want the note to be, or I can type the note by using my keyboard. See, that's all I did. To make it a little more interesting, I can add in some articulations. So if I want to make some slurs happen, all I have to do is select a note, and I can put the little slur symbol and then drag it around. I can add dynamics. I can add a forte. To do that, I select the note. I click dynamic I want. I can put forte. And let's say I want a decrescendo. They call it a diminuendo, but it's a decrescendo. We all know that. And I can click a note, and I can also make it bigger. So I encourage you guys to play around with this a little bit. It's not going to be perfect, but it's a good starting point. So if you have questions, please let me know. Otherwise, this is your basic introduction.